All right, guys. So, welcome. It's Dr. Levi, the Gamer's Doctor. Welcome. This is our first Twitch TV stream of 2017. Started with a little hiccup, a little glitch. That's all in preparation for making 2017 even more spectacular. So, I hope that you're ready to rock and roll. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm glad you guys can hear me better too, so this is great. Not sure what happened there. All of a sudden, the screen here went dark, and then I was getting a lot of feedback, and then it just kind of stopped. So we had to refresh everything. So I'm back now. I hope you can hear me because I can hear you. So if you have any questions, let me know. I want to say I've been playing more Overwatch. I got to say I love that game a lot. I love the fact that you have this cast of offense, defense, tank, support. I love the fact that with all of these players, all of them, every character I should say, each has like these great strengths. Of course, the ultimate, and then some of them have a little bit. I don't know. It's just I like the fact that each one is also very, very different. So I hope you guys are playing some Overwatch. Hope you're enjoying it. And if you have questions about your gaming injuries, about prevention of injuries, that's why we're doing our stream tonight to help with that. So we'll take questions internationally, of course, from as far away as you are. Wherever you are, I'm here to take your questions. So I see we have tuned in with us, Dat Good Sir. Yeah, I see you a lot on Twitter, Dat Good Sir, so thanks a lot. I appreciate interacting with you, and thanks for being a part of the Dr. Levi Gamers community. And I see we have on here SGTX Waffles. Glad that you're with us also. And just made some fudge. Yep. Glad you're with us also. And Lightning Loops. And who else? And then Dat Good Sir. Okay, yeah. Oh, so Dat Good Sir, you have a question about Overwatch. Overwatch is amazing. I agree. I really love the game. Are hand grips safe to use when recovering from tendonitis? That's a great question. So let me give you the real short, easy answer about that. Hand grips are fine to use if you've completely recovered from tendonitis. So let's go over tendonitis issues again with the hand and the wrist. If you have tendonitis, which is swelling and pain in the either the flexor tendons, this is the flexor surface, or the volar surface of your hands, or the extensor surface. Let me turn around. I want you to see this. This is the extensor surface here of your hand and your forearm. So if you have swelling and pain here, that's extensor tendonitis. If you have pain here, this side of your hand and forearm, this is flexor tendonitis. Now, if you have pain in your thumb, especially in this area, it's called Dequervains. That's DEQUERVAIN''S, Dequervain stenosine tenosynovitis. And that's when the tendons that in this area of the thumb right here, over the first incidose compartment, that's the abductor pollicis longus and the extensor pollicis brevis. If those two tendons the sheath is irritated, then you can get Dequervains. So the bottom line is this. Great question, of course. If the tendonitis has resolved, if you no longer have pain or tingling or swelling in the area, you're able to play for several hours without any recurrence of pain, then yes, I would say that it's fine to use hand grips. Now, that also depends on the type of hand grips you're using. Are you using the hand grips that are just basically like a cylinder? It's a cylinder that you just hold on and you that is contoured for your fingers. Is it straight? Is it one of the grips that you can buy at like a hardware store, versus a sporting goods place? So it all depends on the type of grips that you're using. Now, if you do use a hand grip after tendonitis, you have to also ask yourself, well, why are you using it? Are you using them because your hand feels weak? Are you using them because you want to increase your grip strength? I can't say for gaming, is there really a necessity for hand grips if you're a gamer? So I'm not. I get asked a lot. I was even asked a while ago about endorsing a hand grip. I don't see at this point a hand grip on the market that I would endorse because I think there's so many design flaws. So I'm not. In general, it's not one of my favorite things to even recommend. So I hope that helps you somewhat. But if you want to use them to increase your grip strength, you definitely can. I mean, that's fine. But you got to also, again, think about why you're using them. Now, I also want to say, you said, oh, yeah, Overwatch is amazing. Yeah, I want to say I really love that game. I mean, there are other games I love watching, for example, like WoW, World of Warcraft. I mean, I love watching that game because it's so extremely complicated. But Overwatch, I really enjoy playing. Like League of Legends, I've had my major attempts at playing that game, which I really do like, but I still love watching that game more than playing in general. And there's another game, Osu. I also like watching that game. So, those are my thoughts about that. I got a few more questions here, so I want to really my goal tonight is to engage and answer every question that you have. I want this to be very interactive. I want to know how you're feeling. I want to know what are your favorite games. I want to know the injuries that you have. I want to know what you've done that has helped you. I want to know about my YouTube videos. I want to know, what do you guys want me to do? As a physician, as a surgeon, as the gamer's doctor, the eSports doctor, I'm here for you. So I want to know, what do you want from me? What do you want me to talk about? What do you want me to discuss? What are the injuries that you have that in our community, the gaming community, or the gamers community, the Dr. Levi community, what can I do to help you to prevent any further injury, to stop the pain? I want you to increase your actions per minute, your ability to play without pain or discomfort or swelling. I want you also to be fit. As a gamer, you have to be fit. You have to be healthy to maintain your stamina, to maintain your mental clarity. The great thing about gaming, why I always say gaming is a sport, is because you have to have strategies when you're gaming. You have to have mental focus. You have to have hand and finger and wrist, forearm dexterity. There's a lot involved. Gaming is not, many people think, well, you just sit and you hit a mouse or you tap the keyboard. It's much more than that. And for us in the gaming community, we know that, and we appreciate that about gaming. We appreciate that about fellow gamers, of course. So I want to take your questions. So let's get rolling here. Shadowhawk, welcome. Glad to have you back, Shadowhawk. I want to hear about your favorite game also. So Shadowhawk asks, how should I improve my posture when spending several hours straight at a computer? Really simple, Shadowhawk. You have to do the following. You have to remind yourself every 15 minutes to half an hour to readjust, to sit up straight, to have your shoulders squared, your head up, where you're not rounding your shoulders, not rounding your back, not dipping your neck down. You want to make sure that your posture is square. Now, the other thing, too, is when you're taking your 5 to 10 minute break every hour while gaming, that's another time to reassess your posture, to make sure that your back is straight, that your feet are firmly planted on the ground. So often I remind gamers that you don't want to game with your legs crossed under your desk or table. You don't want to game, slouched back with one leg straight and one knee bent. No, you want to sit really upright. When you're gaming, you have to think about this. When you're gaming, you are on the stage. You are in the arena. You are playing. It is about how can you play better? Well, if your posture is better, you can play better. If your posture is correct, you'll be able to be faster when you're gaming. So it's really very, very important. All right. So Shadowhawk, again, every 15 to 30 minutes, just reassess while you're gaming. Just think, okay, wait, like Dr. Levi were right next to me, what would he say? He would say, sit up, shoulder square, head up, relax your neck, keep your arms at 90 degrees, your elbows at 90 degrees, and make sure that your wrist when you're gaming, I want you to see this. When you're gaming, you want to make sure that your wrist is not hyperflexed or hyperextended, that you're really playing in a neutral position. Now, the other thing that's important when you're gaming, of course, is to modify the speed of the mouse. So if you have it on super high sensitivity versus low sensitivity, the higher the sensitivity, the less motion of the hand or wrist, but also you have to be more delicate with the mouse or the cursor will go everywhere. That's really important. So Shadowhawk, I hope that helps. Got to keep moving. We have a lot of questions here. So welcome, Sagan Hun, Sagenhuhn. Glad to have you with us also. And now it's from SGTX Waffles. And now we have one from Nana Noodle. Hello back to you. That good sir, another question. Thanks. I was wondering because I find my grip strength is way worse compared to pre-tendonitis. I hold off on using them for a while since I'm still recovering. I think that's best, that good sir. When you fully recover, you're willing and your body is willing and ready to go straight ahead. Your body's ready to go forward. However, if you still have think about this. If you're recovering from like a viral illness or like the flu, you don't want to go to the gym and work out hard when you're still not feeling well. So when your body's feeling better, when you've rehabbed, boom, you go back in the gym, you can hit it really hard. The same with gaming. You want to always hit gaming really hard, very competitively, very intensely, very focused, very strategically. So it's the same. When your body is ready and the tendonitis has resolved, yes, go forward, use the grip strength if you want. If not, go to the videos I have on YouTube. I have all those strengthening videos for your hand, your wrist, your forearm. Those videos are evergreen. They're always applicable, always available to the gaming community to help them. Most of them, the two major ones, have over 1 million views. So go to those videos, look at them, use them for your benefit, all right? So thanks a lot, that good sir. I'm really glad to interact with you on Twitter. I see you there all the time, so that's great. Hopefully I'll meet you at like E3 or one of the other gaming conventions, or maybe BlizzCon or something. All right, the next question is from that good sir. Again, I'm glad I didn't go ahead and use them, which might have been worse. You're exactly right. Now, just made some fudge. Is it bad that my hand sometimes feels really light or sometimes gets pain in my fingers? Yeah. So if you're having pain in your fingers, it's possible several things. One is tendonitis of your fingers. You can also develop something called a vibrational injury. If you're using a lot of tappy motion with your fingers constantly, as we do in gaming, of course, sometimes you can develop a mild vibration injury to your fingers. It means you just have to back off for a while. You really just have to let your fingers, let your hands rest. Then you can also develop some mild carpal tunnel from gaming, of course. Therefore, do the gliding exercises. Go right on my YouTube channel. I have all of that there for carpal tunnel syndrome, gliding exercises, how to do them, how many times to do them. So doing your 5-minute break every hour from gaming, do the gliding exercise. That should help with that. Also do the finger stretching exercise that I have. Again, all those videos are on YouTube, ready to be of service to you. All right, the next one is from Sagan Hun. Would having better posture help my neck to be less stiff? Absolutely. It seems like it always feels tight. Well, don't forget it. We went over some exercises for your neck. Remember I said you can hold your head. Always do this in a seated position. So you can hold your head, neck to the side for 30 seconds. Then straight here for 10 seconds. Then do the other side for 30 seconds. You can also bring your chin to your chest. Hold that for 30 seconds. Now, the thing I've said many times before to not do is to hyperextend the neck, meaning I'll do it from the side. I want you to see this. This is a no-no. When I say no bueno, I really mean that. This is not to be done. That's this motion like that, hyperextending your neck and your head. That's not a good movement, especially if you have something like rheumatoid arthritis. That you can really, literally kill yourself from that. All right, so just made some fudge. That good sir, yeah, maybe. So this is from Lightning Loops. I feel pain on my left wrist whenever I try to do push-ups or put weight on my wrist. I play games on an arcade stick where I lean my wrist on it. Should I stop playing for some weeks so the wrist heals, or can I keep playing? Well, one thing, Lightning Loops, thanks for your question. Great question again. One thing I love about the gaming community, the questions are authentic, they're real, they're honest. They're not someone just trying to tap in and say something rude or foul or negative, so thanks a lot. So I want to say the following. If you're having problems like this, with your wrist, one thing, if you're using an arcade stick, you may want to try to use a different type of equipment. The other thing is, you don't necessarily have to take off several weeks. Just take off as much time as you need to have no pain. So it could be a week, it could be a few days. The goal here is to not play when you're having tremendous pain in your wrists, your hands, your elbows, your neck, your lower back. It's important that you have your body is well rehabilitated. And so if you have an injury, recover from the injury, and then you'll feel better. All right. Now, the next question is from L1NDR. Dr. Levi, in order to play comfortably, I raise my chair to its highest setting, which lift my feet off the ground in the stool I use it. It's not wide enough, so I have to cross my feet. What solution do you recommend? Real easy. If you're not high enough, why don't you get pillows? You can sit on multiple pillows to get higher, or you can sit on pillows along with the backrest. But as far as you're not high enough, but don't cross your feet though. I don't recommend that at all. No, don't cross your feet. So you want to have both feet planted firmly and lightly on the ground, but not with your feet or legs crossed. All right. I hope that helps you. L1NDR. The next is from The Real Pippin. Do you believe that genetics play a role in how good someone is at gaming competitive, or does it all come with practice? Oh, I think it's no doubt that when it comes to being a great gamer, it's all about practice. If you practice hard enough with anything, this is the thing about gaming that I love. To be a gaming athlete is really like in fitness. As a fitness expert, for me, and as a guy who loves gaming, loves being a part of the gaming community, being a gamer is about commitment and consistency. If you don't game on a daily basis, or at least fairly regularly, you are not going to be good at this. I don't care if you're playing WoW, Overwatch, OSU, League of Legends, Hearthstone, whatever you're playing. If you don't play it enough, you're not going to be good at it. It's because you need the dexterity of your hands and fingers as well as of the mouse, but you also have to have dexterity of your mind of how well to play. So if you practice enough, I believe you can get. I don't think genetics has a lot in there at all. You got to think, so often people thought genetics played a lot for different types of sports. It really doesn't. If you practice enough with anything, you will become fantastic, just fantastic. And of course, I love gaming, so I recommend game as much as you can. Why not? Okay, the next question is from T Dog, I guess. It's TDOOOOOG at Lightning Loops. You stretching your wrists. So again, as we talked about before, stretching your wrists is important, as well as your forearms, your fingers. You want to do all the upper extremity. The next is from Xidas, Xidas. As an OSU player, I'm tapping the keyboard a lot with my left fingers, and moving my tablet pen a lot with my right hand. How should I approach stretching for this? Thanks for the stream, by the way. Thanks, Xidas. Glad to have you with us tonight. Hope you join us on all social media. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter and Facebook, of course. So let's talk about this. OSU is very, very rapid. Superiorly rapid playing type game. So I recommend that you continue to do. Let me show you several stretches that you can do that will help a lot. So I do it from the side so you can see this. So this movement will help you a lot. Here, just flexing and extending your fingers around the world, back around the world. Now look at this with your fingers. You want to piano your fingers. So your hand is up. Roll them down, up. Roll them down, up, down, up, down. Now tuck your thumb under and hold. Hold that 15 to 30 seconds. Then fingers up, then tabletop here. These are specific, I think, will help OSU players a lot. Tabletop down, up, thumb in, thumb out. Roll the thumb around here. Roll it back, in and out, in and out. Okay? So keep on asking your questions. I hope that helps. Okay. Xidas, let me know if that helps you, and let me know your thoughts about that. And I want to hear back from you either on Twitter or Facebook, wherever you want to engage with me. But I want to know how that helps you. I want to do one more last time again. So in and out, with just making a fist. Then tabletop and hold for 30 seconds. Then down, hold for 30 seconds. Piano, down, reverse piano, just like that. All right? Okay, we have a lot to talk about now. Okay, Xidas, hope that helps you. Game on. Lightning Loops at T-Dog. I used to, but I kind of feel I might hurt them more if they hurt a little while stretching. Well, the key with the stretches, everyone, I want to remind you, you do the stretches slowly You hold every stretch for at least 15 to 30 seconds. None of the stretches are to be held really quick and fast. And no, you want to really hold every stretch we talk about for at least 30 seconds. I also recommend you do the stretches when you're in a seated position. In case you get lightheaded or get tired, always in a seated position is better. All right. The next one is from, this is T-Dog again. Just stretch to the extent of the muscles. If you start to feel pain, don't go past that point. I think Dr. Levi will agree. T-Dog, you're exactly right. I agree with you. You're right on. So thank you for that. Now, the next is from, this is I1NDR. Also, whenever I lift heavy weights with my right arm, I have an odd pain. It's only on that arm. I fear it might be on my growth plate. That's an interesting question. On your growth plate, you have to explain what you're talking about there, because your growth plate or the physis is internally, and you don't feel that. That's a part of where your bones grow. You don't feel your physis, or your growth plate. So give me some clarity about what you're asking for there, and I'll answer the question about heavy weights. But that question is not clear. Might be on your growth plate. You have to rephrase your question. I'll be able to help you, I'm sure. Now, that good sir, do you have any tips for key binds? For instance, instead of using the WASD keys for movement, should we make our fingers lay on the same level on the keyboard? Well, good question. Again, the major thing there is no matter what you're doing with the keyboard and the lay of your hand, the goal is this. I want you to see this. Is again, I've said this over and over, and I want to reiterate it, is to not have your fingers and wrist hyperflex. That's the problem. This is the problem, the hyperflexion here, because that puts more internal pressure on the carpal canal. And what's inside the carpal canal? Your median nerve. And what is carpal tunnel? Carpal tunnel is impingement of the median nerve by the transverse carpal ligament, the TCL, and that impingement can occur if you're doing this. And I want to share this, why I'm so passionate about doing what we can to avoid carpal tunnel, because in so many of the gamers that I've taken care of, especially some of the previous elite players I've taken care of who suffer with carpal tunnel, the problem is this, is when we go to sleep at night, many of us, including myself, and I've actually videotaped myself sleeping, many of us go into this fetal position like this, where we bend our head and we bend our wrists like this. Now imagine sleeping with all that intense pressure on your median nerve on the carpal tunnel for 3, 5, 7, 8 hours. I mean, I don't sleep that much. I only sleep 3 or 4 hours a night, if that. However, many people sleep more, and of course we should sleep more than that. But having that type of pressure on your wrist is not a good thing. So again, that's why I'm really, I want to say very intense about doing what we can to avoid carpal tunnel issues, especially in the gaming community. It can be deadly for a career. I mean, really lethal. All right. The next question is, so as far as movements, the major thing that you're asking about, that good sir, is try to keep your hand in this position. Now, I'll be having a major literary work coming out soon that will have a lot of exercises for gamers specifically, for the gaming community, for the climbing community, for athletes in CrossFit, UFC. It'll be specifically designed for all of that athletic community that I really love and embrace, to help you to avoid injury and have stronger grip, and also to be able to play faster, all right, and to win. That's why we play. We play competitive because we want to win, not just play. Okay, the next question is from, so I hope that helped, that good sir. Let me know. Send me a message and let me know if that was good. If not, I can give you some other thoughts about that. Okay, the next is from Rezite. Rezite, maybe it's Rezite or Resit. When playing a game where I have to use WASD with the shift key a lot, I get a lot of pain in my pinky finger. That's the small finger. We don't use that word pinky in medicine. We say the small finger of the fifth finger. We don't use that word pinky. All right. So a lot of pain in my pinky finger, the finger I use for shift. Would the stretches on your YouTube channel be the best course of action? I say yes. They'll help you a lot. And I want to show you something else that you can do for the pinky finger. Because it's I always consider it the outlier finger, the small finger, the fifth finger. You can practice this exercise. So your hand is up like this, and just in and out with the finger like that. In and out. Then from the side, it looks like this. In here. I want you to see this. In and out with the finger. So that's the small finger. In and out. Then you can use all your fingers, of course, just like that. Just bring them in like that. In and out. Now, the other thing you can do with the small finger, I want to show you this, is so you have that small finger here. Let's get in the feel. So you can just take that small finger around like this, back around. So if you're looking at it head on, it's around, back around, up and down, out, in and out. So again, you can use all the fingers. Often easier to just do all the fingers versus the small finger. I mean, I like just doing one finger because it really helps to strengthen the muscles there for the small finger use, just like that, in and out. Not easy to do, kind of like the Klingon sign. All right, let's continue to go here. So yes, those will help you, residents. So I hope you use those exercises and join me on social media platform. Hey, Shadowhawk is back. Hey, my wrist cracks makes a noise when people crack their knuckles when I do a lot of these stretches, an issue or not. So you're talking about this? I hope you can hear that. There's a lot of cracking there. The cracking is nothing. It's just nitrogen bubbles in your joint fluid and the synovial fluid of your fingers or your wrist. Nothing to worry about. As I've said before, when it comes to wrist cracking, finger cracking, elbow cracking, if you hear those sounds, it just simply means these are gas bubbles in your joint fluid that makes that sound. It doesn't mean you have arthritis. It doesn't mean that anything is necessarily broken. It just means that you have nitrogen bubbles, gas bubbles in the joint that makes that sound when they burst. So no stress about that. Thanks for that question, Shadowhawk. Next is that good, sir. That's what I was getting at, I think, using the home rule keys to walk cause less stress, but it takes time to get used to. You're right about that good, sir. It does take time, but the more you practice, the better. As a gamer, again, as I've talked about before, in our community, it comes to the following: commitment and consistency. Like I'm learning Overwatch right now. So if I don't play a lot, well, I'm not going to get very good at it. If I just want to play, wanting is nothing. You have to play it. And the same with the exercises. The stretches that I've given and shared with everyone internationally as an orthopedic hand, wrist, elbow, shoulder surgeon and specialist, as a fitness guy, my goal is to be of service. I'm committed to this community. I'm committed to getting us healthy. I'm committed completely to avoiding injuries. That's the key here. How do we prevent injuries in our community? Well, go to the videos. Use the videos. If you're having pain, you want to back off from playing as much. If you develop a problem, well, either contact me, you call me. I'm here to help. I'm here to be of service. But I can only do that with your questions, with your interaction. That's how we grow a community of healthy gamers. All right. So thanks, that good sir. Thanks for being a part of our community. Now the next is from Vorinklex, VORINKLEX. Hey, Dr. Levi, thank you for everything. Well, I'm grateful to be of service. Thank you. Your videos really help when playing for long periods of time. I was wondering if you've ever talked to any pro players. I have. I take care of some pro players. The next one is, I found your channel through the League of Legends pro player C9 Sneaky. Okay. Well, I've had a chance to, a team that I took care of for a while was NRG. They were a league team, League of Legends. They were great guys also. They had some challenges, but they did as well as they could do. So yes, the great thing about talking to the elite players and the pro players is they often have the same concerns as every other gamer. And that is, how can I extend my career? How can I avoid injury? And if I do get injured, they come to me asking, Dr. Levi, what can you do to fix me? They want to be fixed. They want the fix to be quick. They want it to be immediate. They want to be able to play because they can lose endorsements, they can lose sponsors, and of course they can lose their team. So my goal is to have every pro or non-pro player have an extended career. Excuse me, guys. The next one is from, excuse me, guys. The next one is from L1NDR. I just didn't K2O. The next is from Al Dusler. Hello, doctor. What is your opinion on yoga? Do you recommend it? Excuse me. Greetings from Mexico. I love Mexico. I want to answer your question, of course. I'll be back in my Spanish class on Monday, the 9th. I've been taking Spanish now for about 3.5, maybe 5 months actually now. I love Spanish, love the language. So as far as yoga goes, I'm absolutely for yoga. Yoga is a great way to not only stay supple with your joints and to be strong. It's a great way to enhance your overall fitness routine. Now, the great thing about yoga is the following. You have to use yoga as a supplement to fitness because you have to do weight-bearing exercises. Weight-bearing exercises are necessary to stave off the issues of osteoporosis and osteopenia. So is yoga great? Absolutely. I love yoga. I've gone out with a yoga instructor before who was just an extraordinary person, just a great woman. So yes, I'm big on yoga. I love it. I haven't done yoga for maybe 9 months now, but I do love it. And I think, yes, you can supplement that. Right now I've been really pushing it intense with like a lot of my CrossFit classes and my Spartan race classes, and really hit high intensity interval training. I do. Again, it's HIIT, HIIT, high intensity interval training. I love that. So the question from Mexico was it was about yoga. So yeah, I love yoga. I think it's a good thing. So and I want to say I'm really grateful for all your interactive questions. So thank you very much. I'm here to interact with you. And don't forget, soon I'm going to be playing you guys. Like I said, game on. You guys better be ready. As I master Overwatch, I will take you down. So get ready. You'll see. Next is from T-Dog again. Man noodle, you mean like a lot of CSGO pro dudes? So yes. Is that hand exercise? Now, I'm not sure from old Jizzles, is that hand exercise? I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Okay, another question here is from L or I1NDR. I just thought it might be my growth plate because I've had the pain for a while, but I'm incorrect. The pain itself is sharp that I get when I'm lifting something underhand. Okay, underhand. On a pain scale of 1 to 3, it's a 3. Well, if you're doing something underhand, so let's talk about that. So this is the overhand grip here. This is overhand, this is underhand. So if you're having pain in your hand and wrist from underhand, then most likely you're having pain here, which is the extensor surface of your wrist and hand. If you're having that, we have the stretches. Do the stretches, the hand, wrist, form, strengthening exercises. It's specifically for gamers, for the gaming community. Now, everyone will benefit from it. If you type or text a lot, you'll have a great benefit from it. If you're a professional climber or non-professional climber, if you're a UFC player or a UFC fighter, it will help you. But do the exercises consistently and with commitment, all right? So I hope that helps you. The next is from T-Dog. I'd say yes, it's okay to orient as. Oh, I just missed that. Sorry. Jizzles, how do you help with burning out your eyes? My eyes get burnt out from 1 hour to 4 to 8 hours of work. Okay, so again, I just did a video that we posted last week for eye exercise for gamers. It's the first time it's been done, and I think it'll help you a lot. So even though I am an orthopedic surgeon and I game, of course, I talk to other professionals about exercise that could really help. So getting feedback like that from them and then choosing what I thought would be the best exercises for gamers. I compiled a video. We did it last week. We uploaded it, and I think it has over maybe 3,000 views now. So I want to say, Jizzles, go to that video. It's posted on Twitter. It's on YouTube, but go to that. It'll help you. My website is just my name, Dr. Levi Harrison, and that'll help you a lot. If you do those exercises, any eye issues hopefully will resolve. If you continue to have pain in your eyes, of course, as I say to everyone, I'm your virtual doctor. Even though I'm a gamer's doctor, eSports, I can't physically examine you. So it's always best, no matter what we're talking about here, always be seen by your healthcare practitioner in your community, your family doctor who can evaluate you. all right? But the things that I'm sharing with you should definitely supplement that, all right? The next one is from, the real Pippin says NRG got relegated. Oh, my God. Be nice, guys. Come on. Be nice. T-Dog, you mostly during the day or evening time. Okay, so wait a second here. So Nano Noodle, you had a question. What does it mean by level? I missed out when he demonstrated it. I'm not sure what you're referring to there, so you have to let me know, Nan Noodle, and I can talk about that. Another question from Dat Good Sir. I often get something in my arm that bugs out. It kind of starts around my thumb and pointer finger knuckle and wraps around my arm almost in a spiral. It disappears about the right side of my elbow. Do you think this is a vein or swollen tendon? I have sort of lean arms. Well, it could be one or both of those. It could be, well, not only just a vein. It could be a vein, an artery, or a tendon, or it could be muscle discomfort that you're having. So the first thing I'd say is this. Do the pressure points on the forearm, where you just take your fingers and just go up your forearm like this. Then do the inertial exercises, NIRSCHL exercises, where your arm is like this. You drop your wrist and you hold for 30 seconds. Elbow is straight. Then you bring your hand up and you bring your fingers and hand back. And you hold like this for 30 seconds. These are inertial exercises. I have those on. So that will help you to avoid lateral epicondylitis or tennis elbow, because those two tendons, the ECRB tendon, extensor carpi radialis brevis muscle, as well as the extensor carpi radialis longus muscle can also be involved. But more commonly is the ECRB muscle. That can cause some discomfort and pain in your elbow. And that can actually sometimes cause pain that goes from here from your elbow down to your index finger. So I would bet, my suspicion is that's what you have. It's a form of tendonitis there. So do the inertial exercises. You may want to talk to your doctor about taking maybe an anti-inflammatory for like 2 or 3 days, like Advil, ibuprofen, and leave, whatever you're not allergic to. But speak to them first about that. All right? So I hope that helps you. All right. The next question is from... I'm Wake. So what games do I play? So as I said earlier, so right now my goal is to master Overwatch. That's what I'm playing a lot. I mean, I love first-person shooter type games anyway, because it's just, I feel it's like me against the world in a way. It's like I just want to devastate folks when I'm playing. So that's what I'm learning right now is Overwatch. So it's a great question. There are other games that I love watching, but as far as playing, my focus now is to really master Overwatch. League of Legends I like a lot too now. It's interesting because there's so many of the Riot games that I like, as well as BlizzCon. So it's Blizzard games, I should say. But I did love BlizzCon too. Let me just say that. For me, it's just a matter of finding time. As an orthopedic surgeon, I'm busy with my practice, and which I'm grateful for, because the opposite of busy is not good. So I'm grateful to be so busy and to be so blessed, So next question is from Jizzles. Does the time really matter? It's every day. Time doesn't matter. Why would it matter? Well, not sure what you guys are talking about there, but if you're talking about gaming, it does matter that you take time to rest and do some of the stretching exercises, at least 5 to 10 minutes every hour to avoid injury. That's really important. The next is from Adams. Awesome. Hey, Dr. Levi, I just wanted to let you know that I watch your videos, and they definitely help my left hand. Keep up the good works. Well, Adam, awesome. You are awesome. Thank you for that comment. I want to say thanks, guys, for all the interactive questions. I'm really, really grateful. The next question, again, is, that good sir, is it a no-no to play with your arms resting on the desk? I would say yes. You don't want to have your arms resting on the desk too much. You really want to do what you can. For example, when you're playing, to keep your hands up and just to play. Now, if you have to rest them on the desk, you can, but you want to avoid flexing your wrist. You don't want to have your wrist flexing or your wrist extended. You want to keep your wrist, as I've said before, in this neutral position when you're playing a game. That's so very, very important. But I'm working on some things right now that's going to really, I'm believing, will revolutionize the gaming community. I really want to do that. My commitment to you is to get you healthy, is to have you feel good about gaming, to have you even respect yourself as a gamer also, and also respect other gamers without any negativity or, in gaming we do a lot of trash talking sometimes, but it should all be in good fun and not with a negative vibe, putting other people down or, it's never good. Negativity is never good. So that good, sir, I would try to avoid resting your arms. If you want to, you can do it sometime, but try to avoid it for the most part. The next is from Fat Soggy Muffin is back. Hey, Fat Soggy Muffin. Hey, Dr. Levi. Glad to have made the rest of your TV show. Fat Soggy Muffin, I bet you're going to go and get a 3x3 or 5x5 after the show, huh? Oh, gosh. All right, Fat Soggy Muffin, if you have any questions, you let me know. Let me tell you guys, Fat Soggy Muffin, I can't wait to actually meet him. I have this picture in my mind of Fat Soggy Muffin at, like, In-N-Out Burger, talking to his wife or maybe his girlfriend, and just sitting there eating like a 3x5 with one hand and playing games with the other hand. Like, in my mind, I can see myself walking in saying, hey, Fat Soggy Muffin, and then him saying, oh, how you doing, Dr. Levi? How you doing, dude? I barely be able to talk, but maybe not. Fat Soggy Muffin might be like 5'11" and 105 pounds. I don't know. But I love that. I love that MO there, Fat Soggy Muffin. So if you have questions, Fat Soggy Muffin, let me know. And I want to know, Fat Soggy Muffin, even with that MO, how much do you exercise? What are your New Year's resolutions here? Are you exercising every day? Are you going to join me on a Spartan run, for example, or a Spartan race? Just curious. All right, that good sir. Oh, he's Fat Soggy Muffin. Okay, that good sir. One thing I personally have found to work for eye strain that I didn't notice you mentioned in your video is to look away from your screen at an object that's 10 to 20 feet away for 10 seconds every 20 minutes that you spend playing. That's not a bad idea at all, Dad. So you can do that. Well, let me tell you, I didn't say a lot of things on the video because I didn't want it to be like 40 minutes. So let me tell you a few things that I do that you can do also. Is if you're playing for an extended period of time, you can also just stop playing and just sit down and close your eyes. Close your eyelids, and when you close your eyelids, just move your eyes with your eyes closed. Move your eyes up and down, side to side. Look down, look up, side to side. You can also take and put a cold compress against your eyes and just lay there for like 5 or 10 minutes. That will also help you. The key with eye strain, the best thing for eye strain is really just to back off for a while. I gave a lot of exercise that will really help, but really just back off for a while and rest. The eyes, you really want them to be as healthy as possible. The next question is from, but that's that good, sir. I want to reaffirm that is a great idea. I like that. Looking away and resting, that's a good idea. Hey, Fat Soggy Muffin. Dr. Levi, recently my hands have been really cold when I'm gaming. I'm not sure if it's the cold weather outside, but I usually have a heater on me the whole time, yet my hands still get pretty cold. Anything I can do for this? Well, yeah, you can do, we talked about this once before. You can do this. You just warm your hands up like this in a circular motion. Now, one thing you want to do is when you warm your hands up is try not to go way up like this because then you lose the heat. You want to really keep your hands close together. You can do a circular motion, reverse circle, just like this. So again, up and down, hands and fingers tight together, around, back around, just like that. Your hands can heat up like that. The other thing now is there are some things that you can have, some medical issues called Raynaud's disease, Raynauds, or Raynaud's phenomena that can cause problems like that with the vascularity in your fingers, where if you get into cold weather, that your fingers may turn blue, or you may not have any sensation or feeling. So, if that continues, I still recommend going to see your doctor to have him or her check you out. That's important. All right. So thanks, Fat Soggy Muffin. I don't know if you're doing an in and out 3x3s, 5x5s, but I want to hear about that one day from you. Please interact. And I want to know, where are you, Fat Soggy Muffin? Are you here in Los Angeles? I remember once before, I think you were in like Rancho Cucamonga or something like that. That's a great city out there. They got In-N-Out burgers there too. I'm an In-N-Out burger fan, guys, I tell you. All right, next question is from L1NDR again. Dr. Levi, is there any way I can get involved or volunteer in your organization or something similar, because your advice has really helped? Wow, that makes you really happy. Thank you very much. Stay tuned as everything expands and grow. Absolutely. You know, right now on our show, we're looking for an intern, actually, on our radio show. Because don't forget, we have the Dr. Levi radio show every Wednesday. Every Wednesday we have the Dr. Levi show, and that's at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can see the show. It'll be aired again at 8 p.m. on my YouTube channel. But you can definitely join me there. And then if you want to join the organization, absolutely, you can call the manager here. Her name is Janet Rodriguez, and you can call her at this number. And if you call her here, she'll definitely answer, and she'll be able to help you and let you know when we have events, if you can come to events with us and things like that. Get her at Janet, Janet, at drleviharrison.com. That's the best way. All right. Again, it's Janet at the ampersand sign at drleviharrison.com. And she can answer she'll let you know where we're traveling to nationally as well as internationally. And if you want to join us for maybe like when we're going to do E3 in like, I think it's June or July, something to think about. Maybe you can join us. Who knows? That's after I beat you on Overwatch. Thank you. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm really kidding, but I'm not. All right, guys. Next question. L1NDR, is my hockey and gaming career. I'm not sure what you wanted to ask me about that. Okay. Hey, Dr. Levi, I got involved in volunteer organization, something similar, because your advice really helped in my hockey and gaming career. Okay. I'm glad to hear that, 1NDR. So if you're in L.A., let Janet know, and I would love to have you come on board. I mean, you'd have access and exposure to a lot of gamers, I can tell you that, and a lot of gaming. And you'd have to stop me from gaming in my downtime so I can see my patients properly. All right, the next is from Dad Good Sir again. Okay, when is the water hands video coming out? I'm personally really interested in hearing what you have to say about that. That's going to be out in about a week or two. In about 2 more weeks or so, you're gonna have that video come out. We're working on some edits with that, actually, So the goal is really 3 weeks. So in 3 weeks to a month, you're gonna have that. That's gonna be very new, very different exercises, and I think that's gonna help also. All right. So thanks for that. The next one is from. You guys are getting some buffering? Huh. I'm not getting that. So I'll ask my team right now, do you guys see any buffering on anything? Because a few folks are saying that they're getting buffering. Huh, I'm not getting anything either. Okay, so the next one is from Lightning Loops. Can I send you a picture of my hand position on the controller? Absolutely. Yeah, you can send it now. We can look at it now. It'd be great. Or you can send it to me on the best would be to send it to me on like Facebook. Facebook, because then I can IM you. I can instant messenger you, and we can do it like that. So that's fine, Lightning Loops. The next one is from Atkin _ I can't get comfortable when playing CSGO in my chair, like the height of my chair. I tell you, posture is everything. If you're not feeling properly aligned when you're gaming, trust me, you're not gaming as quick as you can. You will not be winning as much as you can because your posture is off. So if your posture is off, that means your hand, wrist, elbow, shoulder position is also off. All right, so you really want to correct that. I have a video on posture, so look at that video. I have a video about the sensitivity of the mouse. I have a video on your shoulder, elbow position when you're gaming. All those videos are available, guys. So go look at those, and hopefully they'll educate you. But more importantly, my job, what I'm a cheerleader about is how to get the gaming community super healthy, super strong, and prevent any injuries. That's my goal, period. All right? So thanks a lot. The next one is, Fat Saki Muffin again. Every time I say that, guys, I just want to laugh. Oh, laugh out loud. You're too funny, Dr. Levi. Yes, I do love In-N-Out Burger. I knew it. You see that? He does. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. See that? Let's Dr. Levi. I do love In-N-Out Burger, and my New Year's resolution is to work out more. I bet you Fat Soggy Muffin is like a 5x5 guy. I'm telling you. That's 5 patties, 5 cheese. I knew it. That name, I'm telling you, I just knew that was about food. I'm telling you, I knew it. Okay, Fat Soggy Muffin, congratulations. Glad that you're perfect. I'm glad that you're doing that. That is perfect. I'm glad you're exercising. The key with exercise is the following. When my team and I, when we travel, all over talking about exercise, fitness, health, and well-being, and now, of course, gaming, the goal with fitness is the following, and we need this in the gaming community also. Again, like gaming, commitment, consistency, diet, exercise, rest, recovery, and, of course, my big one, meditation. You want to exercise every day. As a gamer, to be more efficient with your gaming, to be able to think clearly and strategically, you have to work out. Working out has to be a lifestyle. It has to be something that you do not because you have to do it. You want to work out because you want to do it. You want to love doing it. You want to love seeing a change in your body, in your mindset, in your libido, in your retention level, in the way you game. Exercise changes everything about your overall health. It really does. It just gives you a sense of oneness with yourself, all right? So, great question, but you do want to be comfortable in your chair. You really do. Okay, so this is from one. Oh, NDR. Oh, thanks a lot, Dr. Levi. I really hope I'll be over to get involved. I hope so also. It'll be fantastic to have you over, L1 NDR. Let me know, is that L1 NDR? Is it I1 NDR? I'm curious about that. Oh, that good sir. One of my biggest problems is pain in the back of my hands, right below my fingers on the opposite side of my palm. It often feels like my skin is almost loose in the back of my hand when I do a typing motion. Yeah, you may have some tendonitis there, that good sir. You may have to really just rest. Let your hands rest. You can also put your hands in warm water and then go from warm water to cold water. It's called a contrast bath. That can help the hands sometime also. But you may have to really rest. Also, what about this, that good sir? What about your keyboard? Are you playing with an ergonomic keyboard? Do you have an ergonomically balanced mouse? Are you switching up with the mouse sensitivity? These are all things you have to consider. All right? I'm concerned about you, that good sir. All right, next question is from, and don't forget, guys, I want to remind you guys, please subscribe, follow, and like us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. We're with you. And I want you guys to know I'm designing some gamers T-shirts, so I'll try to get those out to you guys soon. That's for I've been working on like different designs that I want to have that'll be really, really interesting. And some will just have the show logo on them, but I think they're going to be really, really nice. I was talking to someone just recently about them, and I want to just sell them at a really, really, really low price. And then, of course, I want to give a lot of them away. Okay, guys, so let's go. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for your interaction with me tonight. I'm grateful. Hopefully I'm helping you all. I want to know, am I helping? If I'm not, let me know. Maybe I won't do this. I want to do this because it's benefiting our community. So please let me know. All right. So the next question is from Jizzles. I bet I can beat you in Overwatch. Just need a few folks to carry me. Okay, Jizzles. I have my famous 2 words for you. You ready? Take a seat, Jizzles. I want you to hear this. Game on. All right? That was my game face, too. All right. The next one is from, one of Dr. Levi's coming for me. You got that right. You got that right. You should be like this. I am definitely coming. Coming your way. He was coming for me. Okay, that good sir. Thanks for answering all my questions, Dr. Levi. I really appreciate it. I'm a very curious person. Well, thanks a lot, that good sir. I hope I was of service. I hope that was helpful. The next one is from so his nickname is Linder. Okay, so that's, I guess, L1 NDR. My nickname is Linder. Okay, I got you. Another last question from, how much time we got, guys? I can talk for like 20 hours here. We got like 2 minutes, guys, so I'll try to get these other questions in. So that good sir, do you have any tips for keeping my hands, arms, elbows safe from trombone playing? You know what? I'm going to be doing a video within the next month or two specifically for musicians. I'm really designing it right now. It's going to be perfect. So that's a great question. So yes, I'll have something coming out for that soon. I'm not sure if you know how much. I'm not sure if you know much about trombone positioning. A lot of times, in order to play the instrument, your hand gets forced into hyperflex position when changing slide position. Is there anything I could maybe do immediately after playing to compensate for the stress? Well, I used to be a trumpet player when I was in school for like 3 years or so. I'm doing piano now, which I'm still learning and I love. So let's talk about that. So it's so important that after you're playing the trombone, you do those same stretches for the gamers, but I'm going to have specific stretches for musicians, and they're somewhat complicated, so I can't show those to you in less than, I have like a minute now to go, so I apologize. But the next time I do those videos, you'll be notified. Hopefully, that good sir, you're on Twitter with me, so I'll see you there, and you'll know when that video is coming out. The next one is from Linda again. Are there any ergonomic keyboards you recommend? An ergonomic mechanical keyboard would be nice. Well, there are none that I recommend. I get asked that question all the time to endorse keyboards or to endorse different types of mice. None that I recommend, but I will say this. Any type in general, ergonomic is better than the standard. That will help to mitigate or to minimize problems that you may have, like carpal tunnel, hopefully, or tendonitis. Hope to decrease that, So Resit, helping a ton. The info is great. Thank you. I want to thank everybody for joining me. Happy 2017 is going to be the year of the gamers, revolution and evolution. So get ready. It's Dr. Levi and Fat Soggy Muffin. I'm coming for you, dude. Get ready. So I appreciate everyone. Again, please follow, subscribe, and like us on all social media platforms. I'm really so grateful that you feel that the videos and that this Twitch stream is really helpful. That makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing. So thank you very much. Take care, everybody. It's Dr. Levi, and I'll see you back here next month, the first Saturday of every month, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let your friends and fellow gamers and gaming community know. I'm in your corner. 2 words, game on. Good night.